Love, sacrifice, ferociousness, knowledge, power, all these are separate words in lower middle class level. In the peak of pure consciousness, all these are Ananta Kalyana Gunas of one being, Krishna. If you want to know the meaning of what is life, what is goal, what is good, what is bad, Gita is the dictionary. If you want to read Gita, Krishna is the dictionary.
Krishna, the most powerful, the greatest embodiment of the cosmos, the ultimate eternal divine, who constantly makes himself available to humanity. His very existence is a cosmic dance of bliss, a never-ending romance with existence itself. It is with open arms and overflowing hearts that we invite you to be part of this cosmic celebration with the SPH and KAILASA.
Established since 2002 in the United States of America, the United Ancient Nations is an intergovernmental organization currently made up of 160+ members and indigenous nations. The UAN and its work are guided by the purposes and principles contained in its founding charter. The UAN is a manifestation of the profound connection amongst indigenous peoples across the world, including African, Andean, American, European, Caribbean, Oceanic, and Asian regions, rooted in shared wisdom, sustainable practices, and deep reverence for the earth. The United Ancient Nations serves as an international cultural and diplomatic organization focused on uniting indigenous cultures globally. Our governance structure is council-based without territorial claims, led by a collective leadership through our General Secretariat. As a non-state entity with UN-style advocacy, we focus on several key areas: cultural and digital heritage preservation, indigenous diplomacy, revival of indigenous knowledge systems to solve humanity's problems, global peace, environmental preservation, health and wellness, sustained economic development, indigenous and cultural tourism. While the UAN represents numerous indigenous cultures, the United States of KAILASA serves as the first indigenous nation specifically for Hindus. KAILASA's mission is focused on the revival of the ancient enlightened Sanatana Hindu civilization with a formal governance structure including a head of state, ministers, and ambassadors. Under the leadership of SPH, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivoham, KAILASA has achieved recognition as a sovereign subject of international law, possessing distinctive attributes of juridical statehood. The United States of KAILASA is the main sponsor of the proposed UAN headquarters. This initiative would bring forth an estimated $100 million in revenue for the host country through summits, conferences, tourism, and development projects. The proposed UAN headquarters would represent the world's indigenous nations and peoples through its architectural design. It would blend the best of all worlds, featuring top modern architecture, the highest green building standards, and ancient Vastu architectural principles. This headquarters would serve as a central hub for indigenous diplomacy, cultural preservation, and collaborative efforts towards sustainable development and global peace. Through this initiative, we aim to create a dignified platform for indigenous leadership rooted in ancestral wisdom, cultural legitimacy, and collaborative innovation, enhancing global dialogue and regional stability. The establishment of the UAN headquarters would position a host country at the forefront of a global movement promoting indigenous wisdom while creating significant economic opportunities for the nation and its people.
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimanamacharam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nityananda, all of you. And after this beautiful and powerful darshan revelation by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, once again, welcome all of you. We like to welcome each one of us who are here with us after this powerful revelation. Understand, whenever Swamiji gives this powerful truth, cosmic truth, understand, cognize, make it a part of your biomemory, muscle memory. When you live this truth, when you are filled with the truth, nothing else should remain other than the truth. And when you are filled with the truth, what remains is just the truth. And you are there. You are in that space of Paramashiva. So again and again, bring back yourself to the darshan. Again and again, remind yourself the truth. Remind yourself your own. Establish yourself in your own nature. The more you spend time with the truth, you'll be established in the truth. The more you spend time with the delusion, you'll be deluded. So again and again, when Swamiji reveals, just bring back yourself to the cosmic truth. All right, so with this, let's get ready to enter into the power manifestation. Let's welcome each one of us who are here with us. Ma Anand Aghur Rupini, Aghur Sarpani, Nithyananda Nithyananda Ma Gyan Prakashini, Nithyananda Nithyananda Ma Gyana Guru Prashadini, Nithyananda Nithyananda Ma Nitya Sangha Shaktini, Nithyananda Nithyananda Ma Nitya Natana Priya, Nithyananda Nithyananda Sharve Mus, Nithyananda Nithyananda Ma Nestre Gunya, Nithyananda Nithyananda Ma Trinetrakananda, Nithyananda Nithyananda. We have Vei Shun Fang, Nithyananda Nithyananda Anu Menenma, Nithyananda Nithyananda Shili Gomodhvaniya, Nithyananda Nithyananda Mahapurushananda, Nithyananda Nithyananda. We have Chao Yo Huang, Nithyananda Nithyananda Ma Ananda Paramashakti, Nithyananda Nithyananda. We have Luki Aya, Nithyananda Nithyananda Ma Jyoti, Nithyananda Nithyananda. And have Vishwanathanaya, Nithyananda Nithyananda. And even all the participants following us, watching us on YouTube and other social media platform, welcome. So with this, let's get ready to enter into the power manifestation. With the Acharyas will be projecting you image on your screen, and through the power of third eye, when your two eyes are closed, see what all details Swamiji is revealing to you. So let's get ready. We will be projecting an image on your screen. Just sit with your head, neck, spine in a straight line and close your eyes. The best is to cover your eyes with the blindfold. And if you don't have the blindfold, use a piece of cloth to cover your eyes. So just take for a few moments. Of course, if you're driving, please not close your eyes. All the people, you can now close your eyes, cover your eyes now. Let's get ready to enter into the power manifestation. The power of third eye. Understand, Swamiji reveals the third eye is seat of willpower. Third eye is the door to the cosmos itself, to that infinite consciousness. That is the door where you take a jump from form to formlessness, from boundary to boundarylessness. Just sit with your headache, spine in a straight line, cover your eyes, and just simply unclutch from any irritation, agitation, any anger, any discomfort that you feel, any uneasiness that you have. Just unclutch and bring yourself back to that restful awareness. Again and again, remind yourself to be established in this restful awareness, a space of oneness with Swamiji. Have this intense declaration. Swamiji says, the intense declaration is itself enough, is powerful enough to bring you to the space of oneness. Bring that intense declaration within yourself as we enter into this round of power manifestation, let's start chanting the Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Keep chanting the Mahavakya. And with this, let's enter into this round of power manifestation. The image is now being projected on screen. Let's begin.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Para Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Slowly, please relax and open your eyes. Now we'll be moving ahead with the verification step. So now please share what was revealed through the third eye. Share elaborately. If you saw different things, please share about each and everything that you saw. If you had an experience, please describe that experience. Because Paramashiva will be revealing in various ways, sometimes through sound, sometimes through feeling, which happens inside, sometimes through visualization, sometimes all of it. We cannot say, we cannot judge, because this is how Paramashiva is playing with us and revealing to us what we need to see. So please take a few minutes and start noting down what was revealed through the third eye.
Understand? Swami says very beautifully this: you have third eye. Again and again, go on manifesting the powers. Go on detoxifying. Every time before going to bed, you can use the turmeric powder to put on your forehead, especially on the temples, to detoxify your third eye. Of course, use some cloth below the head so that it won't be your pillow won't get dirty. So again and again, detox, decalcify your third eye, and again bring yourself back to manifest the powers of third eye. Yes, Sri Limodvan shares a lake with yellow, a snow house, white color. Okay, thank you, Aya, for sharing. Okay, just waiting for a few minutes. In a moment, we'll be entering into verification. We'll be projecting the image on your screen. Autumn. Okay. Manish Chaguna shares rain and singing of the Parameshwar song, Mountain Kailas and Gold, Parvati and Shiva and Subramanya and Ganesha. Yes, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Vishnathani also shares white light. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So let's enter into the verification. Let's project the image. Yes. So this image we had projected Swamiji on your screen. You can see Swamiji smiling, and it's long jadas. Yes. Provides a Cambodia IA inner awakening, and you can see the wooden chair on which Swamiji is sitting. Behind you can see the participants, a little blurred, but you can figure it out. And yes, so this is the image that we had projected. Yes, so Mount Kailas, Gold Parvati, and Shiva. Swamiji is Shiva himself. So yes, Sri Godmaniya says a lake with yellow, a snow house, white color. Swamiji looks so beautiful like Ganesha. Yes, definitely. Yes, surely. So a wonderful sharing, and the beautiful thing is about Swamiji smiling, and the picture is beautiful. So yes, thank you all. Thank you for manifesting. Thank you for sharing. And with this, we'll be now entering into a next revelation by Swamiji, which is going to be on the collective consciousness. Understand, Swamiji will be revealing and how we live as an island, but that is not the reality. As existence, we are collective consciousness, but we as an individual always feel that we are an island. That's why we feel even loneliness. That's why even we feel depression, because it's all because we feel that we have an individuality. We live as an island. That's why all our diseases erupts. But Swamiji will be revealing on how this is not the reality. The reality is we are part of that collective consciousness, that vast consciousness. So let's come to the space of listening as Swamiji reveals on this very topic.
Now I'm going to present few great truths about the collective consciousness, which may surprise you, or you might have heard of this truth. Whatever it may be, whether it is new or old for you, try to analyze as much as possible. Try to analyze till your logic feels tired, till your logic falls. Try to analyze till your logic falls. First thing, all your minds are not individual, separate pieces of the universe. It is all one and the same. All your minds are interlinked. Not only interlinked, directly affects each other. That is what we call collective consciousness. It straight away affects each other. Your thoughts are just as infectious as your cold. Your cold. People may escape from your cold. It is not so infectious, but your thoughts are much more infectious than cold. If you catch cold from somebody, you may suffer only a few days, that also physically. But when you catch thoughts from people, not only you suffer mentally, you suffer forever. It's not only mentally, you suffer forever. Same way, anything you think affects the people who are staying around. And not only people who are staying around, whomsoever is living in the planet Earth, they are touched by your thoughts. Understand? Now, naturally, our intellect will resist. How can this be true? Receive all these things. Now we will then later on the question and answer session, we will analyze it one by one, inch by inch. First truth I declare, all of us are not different beings, different minds. We are all totally interlinked, closely networked. Any of my thought can transform you. Any of your thought can touch me. We are not watertight compartmented. We are not separate individuals. You are not an island. Please be very clear. You are not an island. There is only one thing called collective consciousness. Next truth, not only in the mental level, even in the deeper conscious level, the more deep you go, the more deeply you are connected. The more deep you go, the more deep you are connected. Sachidananda. Get that NSP diagram. I'll try to explain a simple truth. Please understand. This is the physical layer, physical body. This is the pranic body, the second level, third level, fourth level, fifth, sixth, seventh. You have the 7 layers of bodies. In the physical layer, for example, the physical level, you are here. I am here. And God is here. If you come down a little bit to the pranic level, you see, in the physical level, the distance is too much. In the pranic level, if you come down to a little subtle level, pranic level, the distance between you and me is reduced. Here the distance is too much. Here it is reduced. And if you come down a little more, the mental level, again the distance is little less. If you come down a little deeper and deeper, the distance between you, me, God. When you come down, when you go a little deeper and deeper, the more deeper you go, the distance is less. The more deeper you go, the distance between you, me, God will be reducing. In the end, the deeper level, there is no distance. You, me, God, everything is just one and the same. The only in the physical level.
Very good. Really. Take another mic. No? Take the other mic. Take the other mic.
In the physical level, the distance is too much. In the pranic level, distance is little less. And in the mental level, distance is little less. It is getting reduced. The more deeper you go, the more sensitive you grow. The distance is reducing. The distance is getting lesser and lesser. In the end, nirvanic body, you, me, God, all the three are one and the same. There is no distance. The physical level, you are different entities. When you feel in tune, or when you start loving somebody intimately, their suffering or joy can affect you. Why? Because the distances become very less. It can simply come in or go out of your being. Their suffering can come into your being, or their joy can come into your being. In a little deeper level, you don't have something called individual identity. You are just a part of collective consciousness. That is why many times you do not want suffering, but you are not able to escape from suffering. again and again, whether it is physical disease or a mental depression or the spiritual bondage. Even though you don't want, you have to undergo the suffering because you are not clear-cut enough. You are not aware that you are part of the collective consciousness. The moment you become aware, you don't have an individual identity. You are part of collective consciousness. You don't have a separate ego except your identities, your intellectual understanding. In existence, there is no such thing called your separate individual entity exists. When you realize that, you just go beyond sufferings, depression, and diseases. Understand this one thing. As long as you have the concept, you are individual, the individual consciousness. As long as you have individual consciousness, whether physically or mentally or in being level, spiritually, you will be continuously suffering. Why do you think continuously you are resisting the nature? Whatever nature offers, you resist it. There's a beautiful saying, man as a rule is a fool when it is hot asking for cool, when it is cool asking for hot, always asking what is not. Always asking what is not. When it is cool, you resist. You think you are different from the existence. I have seen sannyasis, enlightened masters, living in Himalayas with just this normal cloth in the cold, in the snow. I myself lived years. Never body was disturbed. Never body was disturbed because I never had the thought that I am different from the nature. Only when you start thinking you are different from the atmosphere or the existence or the air which is there near you, you start resisting it. A very simple thing. Just now you can practice. You are feeling cold. Just relax and observe, witness in which area you are feeling cold. In that area, don't resist the atmosphere. Don't resist the air. Don't resist the temperature. Don't resist the existence. In that area, just say to yourself, I am not going to resist the nature. I am not going to resist the existence. Let me relax. Just consciously decide and relax. In few minutes, the idea of cold will disappear. It may look immediately, what we do is we put the next extreme question. Can we do this in the time of snow and can we survive? Because our mind always goes to extremes. You can, if you can do it totally. And you don't have that much of totality. We don't have that much of clarity. If we can relax, fall in tune with nature so much, simply you can live. Because human beings are living. And they all can manage. Why not us? When you think you are something separate from the nature, nature disturbs you. One more thing, in the air, all possible bacteria and viruses are there. Any moment, any disease can affect you. Any disease can happen to you. As long as you feel in tune with the existence, even if they come inside your body, they just leave. The moment you start thinking that you are somebody individual, separate from the existence, you are something different, then the whole becomes your enemy. You see, you are a part and everything is a whole. If you feel in tune with the whole behaves as a friend. The moment you start thinking, the moment you start discriminating and start behaving with the whole in an opposite way, it just starts acting like an enemy. Be very clear, the whole is not here to kill you or destroy you. And it's a simple, one more example you can understand. When a living person falls in the water, he gets drowned. The dead body floats. And after all, dead body is more heavy. It is filled with water now. Once he dies, he drinks water and water goes inside. He is heavy. But dead body floats, but a living person gets drowned. What do you think? As long as you are living, you resist the water. You are resisting the nature. If you just stop resisting, if you just feel that the whole is part of you, you have become part of the whole, simply you can start floating. And the other day I read a beautiful interview. One person jumped in the Niagara Falls and he survived. A strange thing. He jumped in the Niagara Falls and he survived. All the journalists are questioning him. How could you manage it? How did you survive? And if you've seen Niagara, then you can understand. I can't even imagine that somebody survived in that Niagara. He says beautifully. He says, when I jumped, I felt that I became part of the falls. I felt I am a particle floating in the falls. When I came out, again I felt I am just a part. I never felt I am different. When you disappear into collective consciousness, nature is not enemy for you. Nature is your close friend. Nature protects you. When you think you are individual, as long as you have individual consciousness, nature protects you. When you realize you are a collective consciousness, nature protects you. Wherever you want to achieve success, even in the social and economical way, only when you feel in tune with the whole group, only when you fall in tune with the collective consciousness, you will be able to achieve what you want to achieve. As long as you think you are an individual, you wanted to keep your place distinctly, you wanted to keep the idea you are somebody, be very clear, you will be continuously resisted and you will be resisting. Whether it is home or office, workplace or your company, or industry, wherever. If you disappear into the collective consciousness, you will be again and again protected and taken care. And you will experience the ultimate success. Not only socially and economically, you will start experiencing it in a feeling of fulfillment. The feeling of fulfillment which happens to you will be inexplicable. The moment you start resisting, you create hell for your whole life. Small story. A guy was informed that his wife has fallen in the river and he is supposed to jump in the river and save. He jumped and started swimming against the current. And they shouted, "Arey, what are you doing? You are going against the current." He said, "You don't know, my wife, even if she falls in the river, she will float only against the current." She resists everything so much. I don't think she can go with the current even with the river. As long as you resist the current, whether it is your workplace or house or office or a company or wherever it is, as long as you don't disappear into the collective consciousness, you will be continuously creating hell for you and for others. Even in the physical level, if you think you are somebody separate, be very clear, you will be inviting diseases. And one more thing, the mental level, if you think you are separate, again and again, you will be creating seeds of violence. Seeds of violence is created when you feel you are individual. With collective consciousness, you unify. With individual consciousness, you dissect or cut things into pieces. Logic always breaks. Intuition always unites. With a collective consciousness, of course, in the soul level, if you are feeling you are an individual, there is no possibility of any spiritual growth. Any spiritual growth. Spiritually, you can't even put your first step. First thing, in the physical level, you are not an individual. Your body and the body of the sun is straight away connected. Any small change in the body of the sun can change your body. Any small change in your body can change the body of the moon. Even though logically you are not able to relate, it is truth. And the next thing, in mental level, you are not alone, you are not an island. Any thought which is put on somebody else's head comes and touches you, and any thought which is created in your mind goes and touches the other person. It's like a ripple created in a lake. If you are going to create a strong wave, you will be inspiring and impressing others by your thought. If you are not so solid to create a strong wave, be very clear, other waves are going to impress you. Either you live as a leader or you will be a follower. There is no in between. You always think, I will not be a leader, I can't do that much, but I don't have to be a follower. I just maintain my own stand, which is simply impractical. There is no such thing as my own stand exists. Either you lead or you follow. That's all. The mental level also, again and again, if you think you are an individual, you will be resisted. And the moment you understand you are part of the collective consciousness, not only you will not be resisted, you will be welcomed and received. Third thing, in the ultimate way, the spiritual level, the moment you understand You are deeply connected, totally connected, intensely connected to the whole group, to the whole universe. Not only you start experiencing the bliss, you start living, opening many dimensions of your being. Now you are stressed out, disturbed continuously because you have to think too much just with one mind. You have to enjoy it so much just with one body. If you disappear into this collective consciousness, you will have so many dimensions, so many possibilities, and the amount of ecstasy you can't imagine. Understand? With this one body itself, if you can make so much of joy, if you can enjoy so much, what will happen if you have two bodies? You can put one in the AC, another one in the heater, and enjoy both. If you have three bodies, you can put all the three bodies, depute all the three bodies in three countries and enjoy the three different culture. And if you have four, you can naturally enjoy little more. Just understand, if you have so many bodies, how much of joy and bliss you will have. Same thing you will experience when you understand you are part of collective consciousness. The whole NLP or Nithyananda Spurana program is all about making you realize you are the part of collective consciousness. Not only part, you are collective consciousness. You are not individual consciousness as you think. Physically or mentally or spiritually. Layer by layer, when we go deeper and deeper, you start feeling you are just one with everything. That is why automatically the diseases disappear. You start feeling the well-being in mental layer, pranic layer, physical layer, etheric layer, and in all the deeper layers. When you really experience that you are boundaryless consciousness, I have seen when we end the program, the meditation camp, people go into such a deep ecstasy, they forget their name, their social status, their education, their qualification, their wealth, their religion, all what they think they are. They forget everything and respect everybody. They fall at others' feet. Even I've seen the daughter-in-law, father-in-law falling at the feet of daughter-in-law. That never happens in India. At least in Indian culture, it is too much.
Yes, we are part of the collective consciousness. We are not an island as we think. With this, we have come to the conclusion of today's day of Paramashivoham. We like to thank you, all of you, for being with us throughout this journey. With this, we'll be closing the day with the Pur Mantra. Let's join our hands. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyanandam. Thank you everyone. See you tomorrow. Make sure that tuning in tomorrow, starting with the Nithyananda Yoga. Thank you, Nithyananda.